Good morning, good evening, and everything else in between. Welcome to the Wellsy Weekly Podcast, the show where I talk about anything and everything. I'm John, aka Wellsy, and today I'm a little tired, to be honest with you, as I've just got back from Warrington after going to my mate's 21st birthday, which was really good. It was a good night, lots of laughs, lots of dancing, lots of songs to scream at the top of your lungs to. It was great. And that's what I want to talk about today. Songs and music, but not just any songs, ladies and gents. I want to talk about those songs that are just so bad they're good, or just bad songs in general. Because I could witter on how I love Robbie Williams and Michael Bublé, but I think it'd be a bit more interesting to just go over some of the bad songs, you know? Or at least songs I personally think are bad. So, the question for today is, what is the best, worst song you know? If you have an answer, let me know by commenting down below it in the comments. Or you can go over to my Facebook page and type a little something on there as well. Now, my first suggestion is one that will get stuck in your head instantly, and that of course is Baby Shark. Now, this song blew up in 2017 with the earworm and the dance moves that go along with it. And I just hated it. I'm not gonna lie, I still hate it. First of all, it's a kid's song, so of course it's gonna be cheesy and over the top, but that stuff just really annoys me. It's like when I go back and watch theme tunes to old kid shows like Rubber Dubbers and Teletubbies. They're just annoying at this point. I mean, they're alright for the first 10 seconds, but after that you're thinking, why oh why am I listening to this? And I'll tell you why, because they're intentionally catchy and upbeat and designed to get stuck in your head, because they're kid shows. Well, I don't know if the Baby Shark one is. I imagine it is. So yeah, Baby Shark is exactly the same though. It has the repetition in every verse, and it's easy, very easy lyrics to learn, so of course it was going to get stuck in your head. Secondly, the song has dance moves, right? Now, again, it's designed for kids, but as soon as you see a dance routine to a song, people instantly want to get up and dance to it. And the cleverness of Baby Shark, I think, is you don't even have to get up out your seat to dance to it. It's not like the conga or Gangnam Style where you have to actually get up and make an effort to make a fool of yourself. It's all hand actions and gestures, and it's, again, easy to understand. Maybe that's why it became so popular. Who knows? But for me, personally, I just think it's a bit too cheesy of a song, so I don't like it. All I know is it's an absolute meme of a song, and people either love it or hate it. Like Marmite, and I'm one of those haters. For Baby Shark, not for Marmite, I love that stuff's great. But the song is just overplayed, and something I think would be played on repeat if I was being tortured. Yeah, Baby Shark in the background whilst someone tickling my feet is just like my worst nightmare. It gives me shivers just thinking about it. So, moving on from that. The next song is Baby by Justin Bieber. Released in 2010, it was another song that just appeared out of nowhere and took off in the charts. Luckily, this song doesn't have a dance routine. Or at least I don't think it does anyway. I wonder if it's got a Zumba routine. Anyway, no dance routine, but what it does have is a very whiny voice of a teenage boy who does not know what puberty is. And this was really popular with teenage girls as well, like, they loved him and obsessed over him, like, oh my god, Justin, I love you. No, just stop, please. I don't understand obsessive fans, I really don't. Like, I get that you like an artist and you like their music, but it gets a bit too much. Some people are just a bit too much, aren't they? It's like they're at auction houses buying napkins that they've used, or throwing knickers at him on stage. I mean, I don't know if they do that, or if those things are true, but you get what I mean. People go too far sometimes. And the song itself is just another popular pop song with a catchy hook to grab listeners, which I imagine is what gained its popularity. The song also has a rap section from Ludacris, who was a fairly established artist at this point, so it might have influenced some people to listen to the song, who knows, but for the most part it did exactly what it intended to do, I think, which was create a new teen obsession figure and make a cheesy pop song like many of the others in the charts at the time, including California Girls and TikTok by Kesha. But I don't like it for the reason of it being overplayed. It's being a little bit of a jokey kind of song, and I just don't like the voice, to be honest. If you like it though, let me know, I'm curious. What kind of audience does this song engage? And the final song in my suggestion of bad songs is #Selfie by Chainsmokers. This was a song from 2014. Now, I quite like a lot of their music, to be honest, but this one, not so much. First of all, from a guy who does music production as a uni course, or sound engineering and music production, I should say. But yeah, I do like a music tech course, basically. I find this song is lacking energy. I don't know if it's just because of the headphones I listened to it on, or the fact that I didn't have the bass boosted, but the energy in the low end just feels muddy, and it doesn't get across that pumping effect for me that I think they were going for. Secondly, the lyrics are annoying, just because it gets across how some girls talk on a night out, that it's proper fake and whiny and over dramatic, but the voice is perfect, it's like perfect. But I don't want to relive that nonsense, especially in song form. I also don't want to listen to lyrics that aren't being sung, and they're just spoken instead. I think the whole point of the lyrics is like, at least make it rhyme or something like that, something that's, I think, is more appealing if it rhymes, or if they're actually singing, not just talking. And my final thing about this song is that I don't like the techno house style of music in general, as I find a lot of the music sounds very similar, and for me personally, when I hear it, it takes me a few seconds to just figure out what the song is, which is not an ideal characteristic for a song to have, I don't think. If you want something that is recognizable and enjoyable at the same time, which unfortunately this song is not. So, they are just some of my bad song choices. My question for you is, what is your best, worst song? Let me know by commenting down below, or if you come from my Facebook, you can comment on there as well. Now, all this talk of music and songs makes me think of my nights out and the shenanigans that I get up to. And there's this one night in particular that I remember, it was just one bad thing after another. And I've mentioned part of it before on a previous podcast, the story of how my card was eaten by an ATM. I'll never forget that. But anyway, there is more to this night. Oh yes. So, let me tell you about my shenanigans with the machine gun gecko tongues. So, it's the night before I go back to uni on the train, and I'm getting some cash out because I'm meeting up with the lads to have a quiet night. Well, my card gets eaten by an ATM, but that's a story for another day. I get to the pub, and I tell my friends about the story. They're all wetting themselves laughing because it is pretty funny, to be fair. I will admit that. So, luckily, they all say, we'll just pay for your drinks tonight, so that's really nice. Anyway, so it's just me and the boys, and we're having a few drinks, and then all of a sudden, one of their girlfriends turn up, and I don't like her very much, just because I don't think she's a very nice person, but that's my opinion. Anyway, so she sits with us, fine, but then she sits on her boyfriend's lap. I'm like, alright, we're in public, love, but okay, and then they start making out, so I'm like, oh god, I don't want to see this, and I look away, but then, ladies and gents, I hear it. I hear them making out. It's full on. It's like a machine gun gecko tongue. It was disgusting. I heard it. It was horrible. I didn't want to hear it. Why would I want to hear that in a pub? I'd rather listen to the old men just ranting about their wives and stuff like that. I don't want to hear people making out, going down each other's throats. No, it's disgusting. Stop it. So anyway, we hear this for about 5-10 minutes. And it's disgusting. And then we leave the bar we're at to go to another bar, because the girlfriend wanted to go, and the boy is whipped. So we go to another bar. And again, more machine gun gecko tonguing. Down the throats. It's disgusting. I heard it again. And then, eventually, we make it to spoons, and they start doing it again. It's terrible. And, she stops, the girlfriend, she stops making out with my friend to ask me a question. Now bear in mind, she already knows my card has been eaten by an ATM, and I don't have money. She's also sat on her boyfriend's lap. Do you know what she says? She goes up to me and she's like, John, can you buy me some chips? What? What did you just say to me? You want me, the guy with no money, to buy you chips? First of all, I don't have money. You know I don't have money. Second of all, you're sat on your boyfriend's lap. Why are you not asking him? Oh, so this really triggered me. And I stormed off to the toilets because I'd had enough of this. It was sickening. And then my other friend came with me to the toilets, and we had what I imagine is a girl chat in the toilets, because I imagine that's what girls do in the toilets. They just have a bit of a chin wag. But anyway, so then we talked in the toilets for about 5 minutes, and I come out, and she's got chips. And that was it. I didn't speak to her for the rest of the night. I was disgusted. You've just ruined spoons. How dare you? First by asking me about the chips, and secondly, just machine gun gecko tonguing in public. It's in spoons. Spoons is a sacred space, a safe space. I do not need to hear people making out. And then after spoons, we go to the club. I'm not really feeling it. We see a dinosaur on the dance floor. They're making out on the dance floor. And at one point, I just say, I've had enough of this and sod off home. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the night I heard machine gun gecko tongues. And if you're ever in that situation, just remember, you're not the only one that suffered. And I think that's about it for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed me ranting about songs and just random animal noises. The question for today was, what is your best, worst song? Let me know down in the comments, or if you come from Facebook, let me know on there as well. But anyway, ladies and gents, thank you for listening, and as always, enjoy a cuppa.